is this? Let's talk about Merrick Garland and Discord leakers real quick for a brief moment.
Jack Douglas Teixeira in connection with an investigation into alleged unauthorized removal, retention, and transmission of classified national defense information. Teixeira is an employee of the United States Air Force National Guard. FBI agents took Teixeira into custody earlier this afternoon without incident. He will have an initial appearance at the U.S. District Court for the District of Massachusetts. I want to thank the FBI, Justice Department prosecutors, and our colleagues at the Department of Defense for their diligent work on this case. This investigation is ongoing. We will share more information at the appropriate time. Thanks, everyone.
Fuck. All right. We already know. We already talked about this many times this past week. But there was a dude. A dude who worked at a base. A dude who was fan of another dude. That dude's name is Oxide. He's a YouTuber who does like the most, I'm going to say, A-worded gun videos I've ever watched in my entire life. It was captivating. I say that because I started watching a lot of his videos after this story came out. Like literally, it's like, it is so crazy. The level of detail that this dude puts into his fucking YouTube videos, okay? I mean, it is mind-boggling. Anyway, we are pro leakers, right? Yeah, 100%. 100%. So, this guy works, as far as I understand, he works at a base. He has access to classified intelligence. He's a fan of this guy named Oxide. Oxide has a Discord channel, but that Discord server is not enough for them. A story as old as time itself. They move on to what is known as a splinter Discord. My Discord server has a bunch of splinters as well, because people are a bunch of fucking freaks. Okay? So, wait, where's the thread? Isn't this a thread? Isn't this a thread from where's the actual thread? I want to know where the thread is. The Evan thread. I think this was it. Oh, here you go. Okay, this is the one. Yeah. Okay. The post interviews a teenage boy who met OG. The man, his name is, he's known as OG. Okay? He works at a military base. He gets into this Oxide Discord server. He's a gun YouTuber. And then they basically create another Splinter Discord, which is like a little bit more, cozy. And in that Splinter Discord server, they're saying a bunch of anti-Semitic shit. They're shooting guns. You know. This Splinter Discord server is called Thug Shaker Central. Now, like I said, it could be like if you have a Thug Shaker Central named Discord server, you could be like a Dio fan, or you could just be an unhinged groiper-ass racist. And this was the unhinged groiper-ass racist type of Discord server, and not like the, oh, I love Bruce, drop him off Discord server, okay? So just understand that. Anyway, a teenage boy on that fucking Discord server is likely to have been the one who took the classified intelligence from that tiny Splinter Discord server and basically leak it to a Minecraft server, which then ended up its way into another Discord server who Wow Mao, a leftist content creator on YouTube who makes shitty low-effort memes, just kidding, he's actually great, into his Discord server, and ultimately it went all over the place. The post went and interviewed a teenage boy who met OG 4 years ago and idolized him. The boy said OG claimed he spent at least some of his day inside a secure facility that prohibited cell phones. He toiled for hours, summarizing the classified info he saw at work for the group. By the way, notice how this Splinter Discord server or the Minecraft server was not when this information was detected. The information, however, was detected when it was in the left-wing Discord server. Just remember that. The guy OG is not a leftist. Of course not. He's like some fucking right-wing shithead who works for the military. Wow Mao, on the other hand, the leftist Discord server, weirdly enough, despite the fact that it wasn't necessarily all that big of a Discord server, immediately rang some alarm bells. Why, you think? Huh. Oh, it was on WowMo before it was on the Minecraft one? Anyway. Oh my God, this fucking... I have new... Oh, fuck, hold on one second. God damn it, I keep having to like... Okay, I don't know what the fuck happened here. Sorry, 1 second. I gotta deal with something real quick. God damn it. I gotta text my brother. Anyway, the Discord server formed around OG echoes a story that's become familiar since 2020. Young men and teenage gamers in lockdown turning increasingly to private chat groups, okay? Hold on 1 second. Fuck. Anyway. OG told the groups he toiled for hours writing up the classified documents to share with his companions in the Discord server he controlled. The gathering spot had been a pandemic refuge, particularly for teen gamers locked in houses and cut off from the real-world friends. The members swapped memes, offensive jokes, and idle chit-chat. They watched movies together, joked around, and prayed. Bro, imagine praying with the boys in your fucking Splinter Discord server. It's crazy. Anyway, but OG also lectured them about world affairs and secretive government operations. He wanted to keep us in the loop, the member said, and seemed to think that his insider knowledge would offer the others protection from the troubled world around them. He's a smart person. He knew what he was doing when he posted these documents. Of course, these weren't accidental leaks of any kind, the member said. The boy in the server with OG, who the post is not naming, shared around 300 photos of classified documents with the post, most of which haven't been published. He argued that the public deserves to know how intelligence agencies spend their tax dollars. The post listened to audio of a man the boy identified as OG and viewed video of him at a shooting range in which he yells a series of racial and anti-Semitic slurs at the camera, then fires several rounds at the target. A small server of about 24 men and boys emerged out of a larger server of fans of Oxide. A YouTuber told the Post earlier today that he is in his 20s and serves in the Army in the Pacific Northwest. OG became the leader and enforced a pecking order. Late last year, OG got upset that the server didn't seem interested in his write-ups. I'm going to lose my fucking mind, dude. My family is trying to FaceTime me. Ay, stop. Of course the leaguer wasn't a leftist. No, of course not. He was in the military. If that's the Oxide I'm thinking of, he's got to start doing War Thunder content. Yeah, that's why I said it's the most A-worded like military milsim / gun channel you've ever seen. He's very deliberate with his content. He takes a lot of care after like his latest video is literally about how night vision goggles could potentially deflect bullets that would normally go through and penetrate through your Oh my God, I'm going to eviscerate the parasocial fucking weirdos in my goddamn chat who are like, Dad, fucking answer your family group chat. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up, chat. Holy fuck. You're so weird, dude. Holy moly. Okay. OG got upset that his server didn't seem interested in his write-ups of the classified info he saw at work, so he began to post images of documents themselves, printed off several times a week. Thank you, CrabCodic666, for the 20 gifted subs. Okay, the boy and another young member of the server insisted that OG wasn't working at any country's behest. OG didn't seem to have a dark view of the U.S. government, once insisting on a baseless conspiracy that the government knew about the May 2022 Buffalo shooting in advance. OG told his online companions that the government hid horrible truths from the public. He claimed, according to the members, that the government knew in advance that the white supremacists intended to go to a shooting rampage at Buffalo supermarket. The attack left 10 dead, all of them black, and wounded 3 more. OG said federal law enforcement officials let the killings proceed so they could argue for increased funding, a baseless notion that the member said he believes and considers an example of OG's penetrating insights about the depth of government corruption. If he was a fucking weirdo, dumbass, okay, with no intel whatsoever, he would have said, oh, they wanted to do it so they can fucking push for gun control. The fact that he said that it was so that like law enforcement can get more money makes this a little bit more interesting. You are number 1 on the Night Media website now? Oh, wait, how did you find that out? I forgot to show you guys this. This is the biggest L Mr. Beast has ever taken in his entire life. That's right. We did it, folks. We did it. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday I was on the 3rd row of Night Media's artist list. And today, I am no longer under Carl Jacobs, but above him. So much so that I have passed Mr. Beast, Dream, Sophia Nygaard, Unspeakable, Carl Jacobs, Mr. Who's the Boss. Who's the boss now, I say? Me. Me. That's right. That's right. Night Media's #1 talent. Will I actually do more ad campaigns? Fuck no. Okay, let's move on. Why is this relevant? This is irrelevant, but it was a meme from yesterday. Anyway, okay. So, we've identified the leader of the Discord group where U.S. top secret documents were leaked is a 21-year-old member of the Massachusetts Air National Guard, specifically its intelligence wing, gift link, no paywall. Extraordinary teamwork here. Law enforcement outside the home of Airman's mother. Photo by Heather Rayleigh. A U.S. official has confirmed that the federal authorities have begun to search the home. Here's how they fucking grabbed them. Some aerial footage for you. The fuck was he doing? He was just reading a book? Like, guys, stop. I'm reading. Dr. Hassan, the system considers you a useful idiot. Otherwise, you wouldn't be famous. Thank you. I agree. Apparently, he was a right-wing nut job. Is this true? I mean, there's There's videos of him fucking saying anti-Semitic slurs and shooting a gun. Anyway, a breakthrough in our investigation came when a team identified a Steam profile in Airman Texeria's name that led to an Instagram profile with photos of the exact location where leaked docs were photographed, a kitchen countertop in his childhood home. Photos of the leaked document with contrast enhanced. Photos of kitchen in Airman Texeria's home. Absolute shit, OPSEC. Yeah, kind of wild that this guy is an intelligence guy, okay? Like, that's pretty wild. But, you know, Air National Guard intelligence is not the same, I guess, as Air Force intelligence, or not the same as Navy intelligence. You know, he got VAC banned IRL. Yeah, true. It's pronounced Tercera. Not that it matters. Sorry. Some people leak classified intelligence because they see something that's happening that they find to be disastrous. Some of those people are in this chat right now. Okay? They go to prison for that crime, which should not be a crime. Okay? Others just do it because they want a bunch of fucking teenagers to think they're cool in a Discord server that was a splinter Discord server that they created off of the original Discord server of a gun YouTuber. And probably like the 700,000th largest gun YouTuber. Not even like a big one. You know what I mean? Trinwreck, thank you for the 5. Get the subs. Yeah, this is what happens. This is what happens when you want a fucking Discord kitten, okay? And then in order to get that, you leak classified intelligence. Yeah, no, I'm saying, I know, you kind of glazed over it, but he got upset his Discord members weren't reacting hard enough to his detailed write-up, so we just started posting direct photos. Now, of course, as far as Discord leaks goes, this is unironically not even in the top 10 funniest ways that classified intelligence has been leaked. My favorite personally is to win arguments in War Thunder forums. I personally think that that is a way better reason. Some other classified intelligence leaks have come from I don't know, nuclear bases in the Netherlands using fucking flashcard websites that they upload nuclear launch codes to in order to memorize the nuclear launch codes. You know, putting it on fucking Quizlet. Yeah, for the entire world to see. Another funny one is when you are in a secret military base and you use a Fitbit to keep running around the military base every morning. And it's not even private, but actually public. So then people start recognizing, or Strava, not Fitbit, sorry, Strava. So then people realize, oh my God, it was Strava, not Fitbit. Oh my God, there is a military base here. So, you know, here's the CIA analyst who found him at his location. Yeah, it was M-HUD. It was M-HUD and Geo Rainbolt together in collaboration. Yes, very nice. That's granite. Granite countertop. 35% marble. Nice. I'll take that. Nice. By the way, the fact that that freakazoid got hired means no background checks are being Nazi a prerequisite, which is worse. I mean, he could have radicalized. To be fair, he could have radicalized like in the military. That happens quite frequently as well. But anyway, here. The documents were another lesson for younger members in how OG thought the world really worked. The members said OG wasn't hostile to the U.S. government, and he insisted that he was not working on behalf of any other country's interests. He's not a Russian operative. He's not a Ukrainian operative, the member said. The room on the server where he posted documents was called Bear versus Pig, meant to be a snide jab at Russia and Ukraine, an indication that OG took no sides in the conflict. Wait, what? They're calling Russia bear, and they're calling Ukraine pig. It doesn't seem like he is that much... It doesn't seem like he's like taking no sides in that. Anyway. But OG had a dark view of the government. The young member said he spoke of the United States, and particularly law enforcement and the intelligence community, as a sinister force that sought to suppress the citizens and keep them in the dark. He ranted about government overreach. Bear is common for Russia. Play Tarkov once you dweeb. No, I know bear is common for Russia. I didn't know that pig was common for Ukraine, though. Doesn't really seem that nice. Pig as Ukraine is a poll meme. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Top minds of the generation. Pig is common for Ukraine because Ukrainians love eating pig fat called salo. It's a Russian meme. Yeah, I'm just saying that it seems like it's a... Even the meme itself favors Russia, it seems. Anyway. That was my point. And in the United States of America, far-right weirdos love Russia for some weird fucking reason that I personally don't understand. It's the same, yeah, it's the same principle behind like Redditors keep calling every Russian orc over and over again. Anyway. They get into the details over sides further in the thread. OG told his had a dark view of the government. The Buffalo supermarket thing we mentioned. Small server, about 24 men and boys emerged from a larger server oxide. Oh. Late last year, a peeved OG fired off a message to all members of the server. He had spent nearly an hour every day writing up these long and drawn-out posts in which he'd often add annotations and explanations for stuff that we normal citizens would not understand, the member said. His would-be pupils were more interested in YouTube videos about battle gear. He got upset, and he said on multiple occasions, if you guys aren't going to interact with them, I'm going to stop sending them. That's when OG changed tactics. Rather than spend his time copying documents by keyboard, he took photographs and genuine articles and dropped them in the server. These are more vivid and arresting documents than the plain text renderings. Some featured detailed charts of battlefield conditions in Ukraine and highly classified satellite images of the aftermath of Russian missile strikes on Ukrainian electrical facilities. Others sketched the potential trajectory of North Korean ballistic nuclear missiles that could reach the United States. Oh, that's so awesome. In February, another featured photographs of the Chinese spy balloon that floated across the country in February, snapped from eye level, probably by a U-2 spy plane, along with a diagram of the balloon and the surveillance technology attached to it. Classic. Oh, wow. I'm so shocked that they knew about all of that while it was happening. The boy and another young member of the server insisted the OG wasn't working at the country's behest. We already covered that. Even though OG might not have been anyone's agent, about half the members of his server were located overseas, including in Russia and Ukraine. 2 young members of the server told the Post. One thing the members were not supposed to do was talk about the secret OG share with them, including the classified documents. Most people in the server were smart enough as to kind of realize that they shouldn't be posted anywhere else, the member said, and yet the group contained foreign citizens, including from Russia and Ukraine, the member said, a defiance of the no foreign warning printed across the top of so many documents OG shared. Oh, you mean to tell me you... Wait, what is the racist stuff that I forgot? What? Key suspect in classified leak went by Jack the Dripper on Discord. Oh, God, I love that. Oh, my God. The biggest L is one of Mau Wow's watchers knows this dude. Did it leak from this Discord directly to Mau Wow? I thought it went to a Minecraft server first and then to Mau Wow. But that's actually not that surprising because a lot of people who love politics are just like, they're in every fucking, they put their tentacles into every different kind of space on purpose. There is no way he hasn't been banned in this chat. Oh, 1,000,000%. Like, this guy, his age, his demographics, his interests, 1,000,000%. If someone were to find his Twitch username, I would love. It's not Jack the Dripper. I don't think this is the same person. It's probably not him. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like it's him. Yeah, this is a totally different person. But I would love to know what his Twitch username is. Do you think he was in Hoscore and got banned? I doubt it. Or maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Great story overall. Big fan overall of the story. OG is not a whistleblower. The boy told the Post. In recent days, even as the FBI hunted for him, he started a new server to keep talking to a small group of online friends. He told them to delete any classified documents he had. His brother did not realize he was going to fucking jail, I think. Or maybe he was just doing a drip feed of classified intelligence deliberately, and that's the reason why he doesn't think he's going to go to jail. There are videos of the dude that the Guardian saw where he's shouting anti-Semitic stuff. And, yeah, I know. And said the N-word while shooting a gun. Yeah. We talked about it.
Investigation. But the identity of this person was made public by some of the news media reports in the New York Times and, of course, the Washington Post, which has been doing a lot of reporting on this over the last few days, reported on his identity. So I'm told by sources that the investigation kind of accelerated as a result of his identity becoming public. So now we expect that he's going to be taken to a federal court there in Massachusetts, in Boston, where the procedure will begin to remove him and bring him down to the Washington, D.C. area, where we expect that the charges are going to be filed for his connection to the leaking of these documents.
Bro, what do you mean? This isn't even racist. I already covered this part. It's not even racist. He said the government knew in advance that a white supremacist intended to go on a shooting rampage in Buffalo. The attack left 10 dead, all of them black, and wounded 3 more. OG said federal law enforcement officials let the killings proceed so they could argue for increased funding. That's not racist. That's literally the opposite of racist. He's saying that the federal government knew that the white supremacist shooter was going to do what he was going to do, and they let it happen so they can fucking increase funding for law enforcement.
At this point, there's not a lot we know about the exact charges. We expect we might hear more from the Attorney General and from the Justice Department soon, whenever they decide to make public the charges that are to be announced. But we do know, obviously, that they, as you can hear from that briefing just now at the Pentagon, they're treating this as a criminal matter. They believe that there's some serious national security damage that has been done by the exposure of these documents. The Washington Post said that there was as many as 500 documents that they had seen on various platforms, including on these chat rooms, Discord, which is a gaming platform. And so that's, of course, now in the hands of the Justice Department and prosecutors who are going to be bringing the federal charges against this young man. Again, 21-year-old Jack Teixeira, 21 years old, member of the Massachusetts Air National Guard. Again, those are pictures, we believe, of Teixeira being taken into custody by the FBI and by the investigators there who've been working this case frantically over the last few days.
It's just interesting that Bellingcat, which may or may not be linked to the State Department, even though they do feature some great journalists there, I will admit, sometimes, was able to find the story as soon as it hit a leftist Discord server. I wonder how that happened. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know how that happened. But they didn't know about it when it was on the Thug Shaker Central. They didn't know about it when it was on other Discord servers. But they very quickly seized it because they were the ones who found it first. How does someone from the National Guard find that the Buffalo shooting was known beforehand? Seems a little too weird. I mean, how does he have classified CIA information? He's in intelligence. Once you're in intelligence, once you're Navy intelligence, you're always Navy intelligence. There's no such thing as former intelligence. Even though he was Air Force National Guard, so I would suspect that their level of clearance would be like way lower. I don't think he actually knew shit about the Buffalo shooting, though. Yeah, probably not. I don't know. It's just odd. He had low clearance, but access to a computer with lots of shit. Dog, you're talking about officers? Enlisted intel guys aren't spies. They read PowerPoints all day. I don't know. You don't have that kind of info even for secret level of clearance. He had top secret. He had access, as we know, to quite literally a top secret level intelligence. He did not have the clearance for it, but he definitely had access to it, as we saw. TSSCI clearance works on a need-to-know basis, so either the security is shit and he could access stuff he shouldn't. I don't know how he got it. Exactly. I don't think this guy... I don't think this guy is, a brilliant hacker. Wait, we have Chelsea in the chat. I mean, I don't know, actually. She might not want to talk about it, or she might not even be in the chat. Let's not even ask her. Okay. I think Chelsea's level of clearance was probably higher than this person, though. She was not in the Air Force National Guard. She's going to get in trouble. What's going to happen? What do you think? They're going to throw her in jail again? What are you, crazy? Double jeopardy, dog. She already served her time. Anyway. She sneaked it out by renaming the files Taylor Swift album, Swiftie. Wait, is that real? I didn't know that. This guy was E3, like just promoted from an E2, which is the equivalent of a private first class in the Army. Reserves, National Guard people with the same job need the same level of clearance as active duty people with the same job. Everyone with top secret SCI is also read into different programs. So you have access to a lot of random stuff because it's been previously identified as having relevance to your job. So depending on your specific job, you can have access to lots of things. Interesting. MTG is pro Thug Shaker Central. Jake Texera is a white male Christian and anti-war. That makes him an enemy to the Biden regime. And he told the truth about troops being on the ground in Ukraine and a lot more. Ask yourself, who is the real enemy? A young, low-level National Guardsman or the administration that is waging war in Ukraine, a non-NATO nation, against nuclear Russia without war powers? He had access to International Defense Department computer network for top secret information called the Joint Worldwide Intelligence Communication System. That access would have allowed him the ability to read and potentially print documents classified at the same level as many of the leaked files. Like, one thing I don't understand about this entire fucking story is, like, why all of these interconnected systems are so easily accessible by random low-level National Guard reserves. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. Your NatSec chatters scare me sometimes. What do you mean? This community is its demographic makeup and interests, regardless of its ideological position, is very similar to what we're reading right now. In a different timeline, this is the same thing happening in this fucking community. There are plenty of people who work in similar fields or at least have a decent understanding of OPSEC. Information security. Also, on top of that, a bunch of fucking probably federal agents. So, yeah. If anything, it says more that people are distrusting of the government and leaking shit to bring light to it. Yeah, I mean, I don't have an issue with leaking like this. I think it's good overall. I literally could not care less. I like it. Don't do it, obviously. Cover your own ass. Don't do that. Big no-no. Don't use my Discord server to do that, please. Hey, chill out. Who do you work for? I am, of course, paid by the State Department. Radio Free Hassan. You got a Philly D mention today? Let's go.